it's Lenny. Today I am feeling a little tropical, just reminiscing a little bit on my honeymoon and all the fun we had back at Mexico Riviera Maya. There's so many things that I just enjoyed so much about our honeymoon and just being in a tropical place, being in the beach, and lots of things. But one of the things that I do remember enjoying was the fact that the week that we were in Mexico, I never ever had to shave my skin, like my legs. They were smooth, baby soft, and no stubbles and no itchiness. And I really miss that feeling. I would say maybe like 2 days before our honeymoon night, I went and got my legs waxed, and it was amazing. Not the pain though, it wasn't as painful, but it was a little painful. But I have to say that having hairs removed from the root is like the best feeling ever, especially when you are like myself and you're hairy and the hairs are thick and they grow quickly. Being without hair for like weeks is the best feeling ever, which is why it brings me to the topic of this video: laser hair removal. Yes guys, I am on a journey to having hairless and just baby soft legs. I still haven't done laser hair removal on my legs, but I'm in the process. I'm definitely doing it, but I'm doing research just because laser hair removal is something that should be taken seriously. There are some possible risks from laser hair removal. You do run the risk of having someone who doesn't know what they're doing burning your skin. So you have to make sure before you even consider having laser hair removal that you research the place. And that's what I've been doing these last couple of days, and I want to go ahead and share the information that I've gained along these past few days with you guys. I'm sure that there are viewers out there who are considering laser hair removal, maybe for their legs, their bikini areas, their arms, maybe someone. Anyways, I heard from a co-worker that she had laser hair removal on her face, on her sideburns, on her mustache, on her chin, on her arms, and I never would have guessed that she was having so much problem with hair, not even on her face, because I've talked to her like up close and I've never seen any hair on her. She says she had 4 sessions of laser hair removal, and it's been about a year since she had her last session, and she's completely hair free. Like, I've looked at her arms, I've looked at her face, she has no hair whatsoever. I think this is what has made me consider laser hair removal again. And so I've already been to 3 laser hair removal consultations in order to get prices and just get an idea of what this is all about. Now, I've done a lot of research online, so I kind of have an idea of what to expect. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through my experience in these different consultations, and I'm going to tell you why I am staying away from a place that I went to, actually it was yesterday, Saturday, and I am not going there. So anyways, let me walk you through the first place that I went to. The first place, which is the place where I think I'm going to go for my treatment on my legs, I got an appointment over the phone. I went and I asked them, do I need to shave my legs or do I need to have the hair exposed in order for you guys to see? The lady over the phone told me that it didn't really matter because it was just for a consultation. But I used my good judgment and I said, you know what? I'm not going to shave. I'm going to be about 2 days without shaving so that there's some hair out. Because I think that for a laser hair removal, they need to see the texture of your hair, the darkness of your hair. They need to see how dark it is, whether you have a whole lot of hair or just a little bit. So I left the hair out for the lady to see. So when I get there to the place, first of all, the place on the outside, the waiting area is very clean. The secretaries there, receptionists, do not seem like extra nice, but you know, they seemed okay. They were all in uniform, which is good. So anyways, they called me pretty much on time. When I go in, I notice that the lady's very serious, which, you know, I think that when you work in these type of places, a little smile here and there is nice, but whatever, I can deal with a serious face. Whatever, she sits me down and she goes over the procedure of laser hair removal, what it is, the possible risks, which I had already read about it in all the paperwork they gave me. That's one thing. Before I was called in, they give you some applications for you to fill out, and they ask you for information such as if you've ever had laser hair removal, what do you normally do to remove hair, and of course I listed that I use shaving and sometimes waxing. They also want to know if you tweeze. They also ask you for any issues, hormonal, if you have psychiatric issues, if you take any medication. I guess they kind of want to know all this in order to see if there's anything that you have or could be taking that could be affecting your hair growth, maybe causing more hair or faster hair growth. So anyways, once they collect all this information, they call you in. And so the lady went ahead and explained the whole process of what laser hair removal is, the fact that I would need more than one treatment. She says that the average person normally needs about 6 to 8 sessions of laser hair removal in order to see complete results. However, she did mention that with laser hair removal, most of the times the hair does come back, but it's usually not a lot. So you do have to go back once in a while for cleanups. That's how they call it, cleanups. When they go ahead and they treat small patches where you might be growing hair. She also mentioned that after the first treatment, people usually have to go 4 to 6, I think she said 6 to 8 weeks later for the second treatment. So I was very happy with this lady and how she explained everything to me. After she explained everything to me, she had me lay down on the bed. I took off my pants, I stayed with my shirt and underwear, and she took a look at my legs. And she actually did a little sample area, a little patch area for me to see how the laser feels. Now, one of the things that you will notice if you go to any laser place is that nowadays the machines are newer than they were maybe like 7 years ago. So they do have like a cooling system. So you're going to feel the heat of the laser, but at the same time, it's going to release like a cooling effect, which is going to help so that the actual treatment is not as painful. Now, for those of you who are wondering, is laser hair removal painful? I have to say yes, it is a little painful. It's not like you're there and oh my god, this is so relaxing, I'm getting a massage. It is a little painful. She did ask me before she started how I was with pain, if I had good pain tolerance. And my response is yes, I have pretty good pain tolerance. I guess they ask you to know how high they should set the laser machine. So it was a little painful, but it wasn't like, oh my goodness, I can't take this, I need to scream or anything. So it was doable, but then again, it was a small, like a little small patch on top of my knee and right under my knee, just to see how my skin reacts to the laser. Now, they recommend that you wait 48 hours after the sample patch in order to determine if you should go back or not. Now, the reason why they do a sample is because they want to see if your skin turns lighter, if it turns darker, or any type of scarring due to the laser. Obviously, if you have any of these symptoms, then obviously you won't go back for laser. My skin so far, I went on Thursday and today is Sunday, and there's nothing wrong with my skin. I do have a hair on my legs, but that little patch that she did has no hair. Now, you do see right under the skin, you do see the root of your hair, that little dark spot, like the hair right under. So according to them, it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for the root of the hair to come out. Now, they suggest that you do not try to pop it out or use any tweezers. You have to leave it on its own and exfoliate in order to help for that to happen faster and have smoother skin. So the one thing that I wasn't too happy about was the price that she gave me. I'm interested on full legs. Full legs is $400 the first time for one treatment, which takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So doing either or the top or the bottom is $250. The second time you go, which is about 6 to 8 weeks later, they would charge a fee of $200. The third time, which is also 6 to 8 weeks later, is $150. And I think after that, every touch-up continues being $150, $150, $150, $150. So not that bad. However, for full legs in this particular place, they charge $400, which includes the bikini area. And after that, it's $350, then $300, then $250, and then the touch-ups after that continue being $200, $200, $200, as many times as needed. So I wasn't too happy with this place because of the price until I went to another place for a consultation. I went yesterday, Saturday, to a place here in Miami called Tropical Laser, and I was not happy at all. I've done my research and I know what to expect which is kind of similar to what they did at the first place. Another thing I liked about this first place is they did not offer me a package like a lot of laser places do, where they tell you, oh, for 9 sessions we'll charge you this amount, which is ridiculously expensive. They did not offer me a package at the first place that I went to where the lady did the sample, so that was good. They just offer you 1 session at a time, which is how it's supposed to be, because what if you're hair free after 4 sessions and you bought a package for 9 sessions? That's ridiculous. Well, anyways, the second place that I went to, the first thing the lady did is, after I filled out the application, she was very nice though. She introduced herself, very, smiling, very friendly. That I liked. After I filled out the application, I walked into a room with her. There was no machine, there was no bed. It was just a desk and a chair. Typical little office. And I'm like, oh, I'm not liking this. So the first thing she starts to talk about is money, pretty much. She asked me what area I was interested in, and then she went straight into talking about packages, which I very nicely stopped her and said, oh, thank you, but I am not looking to purchase any packages, just because I'm not sure how the laser is going to work for me. If I'm not happy, I'm going to be stuck with a package. So I want to do 1 session at a time. So I did not even let her get into the whole package deal thing, because that's just not what I'm looking for. I've done research online, and a lot of people mentioning how the whole package thing is not a really good thing. So anyway, she gave me a very, very good price. She told me $200. First she said $210 for full legs, bikini line. She even asked me what other areas I wanted to add, just because I guess I looked a little bit iffy, and I had mentioned that I was going to go to another place for a consultation. That already was a little bit iffy. $200 for full legs, and she was willing to add other areas. That sounds fishy to me. Anyways, I ended up leaving after she gave me all the information and the prices, and she never ever asked to do a sample area on my legs. So that means that they don't really care about my skin and whether I'm going to react well or not to the laser. Another thing that I did a lot of research on is on the different types of laser machines that are out there and which one is the best for me. When you are considering laser hair removal, you have to keep in mind that there are machines out there for individuals with light skin and light hair, and for people like myself, Latin women who are tan with dark hair. If you have thick hair versus thin hair, they will use a different type of machine or a different type of setting on you. This particular place that I'm interested in, that I might be possibly going to for the laser, uses the Candela, which has a mixture of alexandrite and the YAG. The YAG is a laser that is used for individuals with tan skin and dark hair, and it has a longer wavelength, which means that it can reach roots that are located deeper within whatever area it is that you're treating. Now, the alexandrite is a laser treatment that is used for people with pale skin, usually Caucasian individuals, Europeans, who have thinner, finer hair and do not require a longer wavelength like us Hispanic women. So make sure that you do research on the machine that they have at whatever place you decide to go to. So you have to ask for the name, go in person and find out, look at it with your own eyes and make sure that it is whatever machine they're saying that it is, and do research on it. Make sure that you are investing your money on the right place with the right equipment, and not just the right equipment, but individuals who are experienced and know how to use this equipment. Another thing for those of you seeking laser hair removal on your face, do research. Make sure that you know well what you're doing before you get into it. One of the things I've read online when doing research online about laser hair removal is that people are finding out that now people who do laser on, for example, their chin, might later on see new hair growth in other areas of their face. Another area that I've read some bad reviews about is the underarm. I would have loved doing laser hair removal under my arms, but I've read a few people who are suffering from excessive sweating after the laser hair treatment. So there's no way I'm going to get laser under my arms. Can you imagine being hair free but then having to deal with excessive sweating under your arms? I'd rather not. I'd rather just continue shaving. If there's anyone out there interested in laser hair removal, please leave your comments down below. Let me know if you've actually had laser done, and let me know what experience was. Would you recommend it? Would you stay away from it? Just let me know any information right now, guys. Right now I'm in the process of just gathering as much information as possible, and I would love it if you guys could help me with information about this kind of scary but yet exciting procedure that I might be undergoing. Well, anyways, guys, that's all. Oh, one more thing. I just want to share with you guys this easy, simple, cute little hairdo that I'm wearing. I'm not sure if you guys can tell because the lighting here kind of sucks. I have my lamp here. But I've lately been into the whole braiding. I've actually always loved braids. I couldn't do it before when my hair was long because I had like layers in the front. And when you have layers, it's impossible to braid it because when you try to braid, the layers would stick out and the braid would look very, very messy. But now that I chopped off my hair and my hair is short, I have no layers. So it is a lot easier for me to do braids. But I just did a little braid here on the top and pinned it on the back with a bobby pin. And I feel like it gives me a nice beachy look or feel, I would say. My mom says I look like Pocahontas, which I don't mind. I like Pocahontas, so I guess that's good. Let me know, guys, if you guys want to see any hair tutorials on simple, cute little hairstyles like this one, which I'm wearing, which was very, very easy to do. Although I have to admit, guys, I'm not good with braiding. I'm horrible at braiding. So what I did is when I washed my hair, I did not blow dry it. My hair's not blow dry. That's why it's so like, it feels very like non-silky. Because if you blow dry your hair, it's going to be very, very silky. And when you try to braid it, all the hair is gonna slide out. Like it's gonna be a mess. So in order to be able to do this, I stayed away from the blow dry, which is why I have a little bit of frizz. I don't know if you guys can tell, like all the hair sticking out from my braids. That's kind of what I do not like about staying away from the blow dry. But yeah, guys, let me know if you want to see any hair tutorials like this cute little simple hairdo. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe, rate this video, and leave a comment. Bye, guys.